Hello everyone, this is Greg from Mystery Honey. I'm not sure if you've seen the video I posted a couple of days ago about the funky honey that I got off my dad. Just to fill you in very quick, I gave my dad 10 kilograms of honey last year. He's been chomping away at it quite a long time, but then it started to go a bit funky. I brought it home. There was like an oily layer on top of the crystallised honey that tasted of oil and kind of sour, now I think about it. And then when I liquefied the honey and mixed it all together, it gave a smell of wet cardboard, wet dog. It's that sort of smell. And I asked you guys, to help me figure out what had gone on. It was a mystery! And it was figured out by one of my followers on Facebook. This guy, in fact. So, yeah, if you guys want to say thank you to him for figuring out this mystery, maybe throw him a follow. He does some really interesting stuff. I'm enthralled. So, yeah, thank you to him. So, what had gone on? So honey has water in it. It's about 17-18% water. The rest is like sugar. When honey crystallizes, sometimes the water is pushed to the surface. As it crystallizes, all the sugar molecules mix together, join together, and it pushes the water up and up and up and up. It doesn't always push all the water out, but sometimes you end up with a very fine little puddle. Normally this doesn't cause a problem. May cause a bit of fermentation, but it's such a small amount of water that's there usually, it doesn't really cause that much problem. My dad was keeping his bucket of honey in a very small confined room where there was a tumble dryer. So it's a lot of hot, humid air going on in there. And he was dipping in every few days to get more honey to liquefy elsewhere, transfer it into a jar and liquefy it elsewhere. So it means the lid was being opened and closed, opened and closed, opened and closed in a very hot, humid area. So more water got in. So what happens is that the water started to rise. So there was actually a layer of water. That mixed with the sugar and fermented, because honey is not sterile. Honey is filled to the brim with yeasts, so it will naturally ferment. And because he was opening and closing, opening and closing, opening and closing, the alcohol got oxidized. So that was what was giving the cardboardy smell and the horrible sour taste. I should have known this because I started this by doing cider, and quite a few of my brews were ruined because oxygen got into the bottle. But in my sleep-deprived mind, I just didn't contribute honey and alcohol, even though I've literally just done a mead-making video on YouTube. So there you go. There was no poisoning. People on YouTube who suggested it was someone trying to kill my dad. He has no enemies. He's a 60-odd-year-old man who has no enemies. Chill. Not everyone's trying to kill everybody. Thank you all for your suggestions, though. It really, really helped. Bye-bye.